280 in Kellyton, Alabama is home-owned and home-operated. If you're looking for tires, they have it. If you're looking for a vehicle, they have them. Great selection. Always out looking for more just for you, the customer. And if you're looking for service, whether you buy the vehicle from them or whether you buy the vehicle somewhere else, they do service work and got a great crew there. Keep us in mind. Don't you go by Forbes Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome into the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. Apologize for being a segment late tonight, but things happen, Luke. So much going on in and around the world of sports. We just we had to just take it all in. But we thank you so much for being with us tonight. A lot to talk about, as always. Obviously, you had the Iron Bowl over the weekend. Obviously, the coaching carousel is the biggest topic going around in sports. Lane Kiffin goes to LSU finally. Ole Miss is kind of left in a lurch. Alex Golish is named the Auburn head coach, kind of a shock to everybody on Sunday morning. So just so much to talk about. We will try to get that. The college football the penultimate college football playoff rankings coming out tonight. Ole Miss without, or now they do have a head coach, but not the former head coach. They're up to number 6. Texas Tech moves up into the top 4 there. So we'll talk about that. How does that affect the college football bracket, the playoff bracket? We're going to look at the coaching hires that are made in and around the SEC and some of the ones in the major, rest of the major conferences, ranking those hires. How do we feel about those? We can talk about the Iron Bowl as well. I mean, only in this year could you have the Iron Bowl and it be kind of like the third or fourth story on the list. But nonetheless, kind of turned out the way so many games of Auburn has played the last several years. You play and you feel like, hey, we probably could have won that game, and you come up a little short. But give credit to Alabama. They made the drive when they had to make it, and they put it in the end zone.
Yeah, and, those kind of drives have been Alabama's done them before. They had a nice drive against Missouri late where they converted some fourth downs. They had a nice drive a long drive against South Carolina. And this was about an 8-minute drive against Auburn that ended up with 4th and 2 and just a really gutsy call. I was all for it. I was talking to some people at lunch today. They were like, man, I would have kicked the field goal. And I said, okay, fair enough. But you've got to kick a field goal with a guy who, yes, he'd made 2 field goals earlier. Yes, one of them was 45 yards, looked better. But the week before, he missed a chip shot and missed it kind of badly. So you're going to go out there and put him in that situation on the right hash. And then Auburn's got a guy, no matter how sick he is, it seems like he can make it from wherever. And so then that takes you to overtime. If you don't get it, if you don't score the touchdown, or you don't even, they could have gotten a first down. But if you don't get it, Auburn's got to drive a pretty good ways from right there about the 4-yard line. And your defense have been playing well. A couple, maybe a busted tackle and a busted coverage led to 2 long plays. But other than that, that was it. So, yeah, I thought that was the play to make. And, it was – I thought it was Ty Simpson's best throw of the night, too. Every time I watch that, there's some plays – specifically in the Iron Bowl, that when I still watch them, I'm like, oh, God, please catch it, if it's for my team or whatever. So Bryce Young's final drive, when he threw the pass to Brooks, I mean, I can see it. I remember where I was in the stadium going, oh, my God, he's not going to catch this. And I was blocked by some people standing there. So to this day, every time I see that, I still get nervous. The Gravedigger play, every time I see it, I'm like, I don't know how he even stayed in bounds. I don't know how and then this particular pass, Ty threads a needle because it looks like I don't remember the Auburn defender, but there was an Auburn defender that he looked him off, and then he comes right, and he's just a split second from knocking that ball down.
He was in traffic for sure.
It was it wasn't the play I would have called, but I was all for going for it. So, and a big win. And look, the committee did the right thing finally. I know I hadn't been here in a couple of weeks to voice my concern and dismay with the committee having Notre Dame ahead of Alabama, which, okay, I'm a Bammer, whatever. But if you look at this thing objectively, there's no way anybody can look at that and say Notre Dame deserves to be ahead of Alabama. You just can't. Specifically now with Notre Dame's, one of Notre Dame's losses, and their losses being good losses, was Texas A&M, who hasn't played anybody outside of Notre Dame. Then they go play a Texas team that everybody's been poo-pooing, and Texas beats them by 10. So with A&M having everything on the line here, they were vying for the SEC championship. They'd never been. They were vying for a bye. They probably don't get a bye now. I can't see how they get a bye. So I think moving Alabama up to 9, putting Notre Dame at 10 is the right thing to do. And now I can tell you this, as an Alabama guy, I feel like Alabama's pretty locked in, barring, if Ty Simpson were to get hurt and Alabama lose 31-0 in the SEC title game, it's a different story. But let's say Georgia wins by 14 and everybody's fine. I think Alabama's solidly in as a 10 seed. If Alabama wins and beats Georgia again, there's no doubt in my mind Alabama will move up to 3 and potentially 2. But I would say probably 3. Because if you're the SEC champ and you've got 2 wins over Georgia, you've played the toughest schedule in the country, you've got some other big wins that the committee loves, one of them being over Vanderbilt that could have been in the in any other year, Vandy's probably in this thing. That's what if you're Vandy, you're kicking yourself like, why are we good this year?
So you think there's no chance that if Alabama loses, Vandy moves in?
No, Vandy's out. The numbers don't work. Okay. Texas is out. Texas is ahead of Vandy, by the way. But Texas is out. Vandy's out. look, not everybody that's in this thing in the upper echelon plays, that's in the tournament plays. So you've got BYU, Texas Tech. That one is crucial. If BYU wins that one, I think Notre Dame's out.
Okay.
Because then you'll have Texas Tech and BYU take 2 spots.
Yeah.
And then you'll have to have a James Madison or whoever the heck else is playing in that thing.
Tulane and James.
And by the way, we shouldn't even have that game, but let me go off on another rant. There's no reason to have a team that you didn't even consider barely in the top 25 playing for a national championship. But I digress. So what Notre Dame wants is for BYU to lose. Now, where the sticky wicket with that is, if BYU loses, BYU is only 1 ahead of Miami. So then Miami moves up to where BYU was. All of a sudden, you've got Notre Dame and Miami. Guess what those two teams did?
You cannot put Notre Dame in over Miami.
They're going to.
You cannot.
I said they're potentially going to. I didn't say potentially. I should have. They're potentially going to, but I think another reason they moved, they will never admit this, another reason they moved Notre Dame back was to set this up. Because if BYU wins, then I think Notre Dame might be safe. I think they'd be safe because as long as Virginia doesn't win, God, there's a lot.
So I mean, how does this work now? If Duke wins, the ACC may not get it. Okay. I thought if you had a champion,
the top 5 conference champions, the highest ranked conference champions.
Right.
So I don't think that ACC would have one of those.
So the American would be one of the top 5
yeah, that's what
over the ACC. So if Duke wins, will the ACC crumble as a conference next year?
It should crumble anyway.
Well, of course it should, but and if your conference champion cannot even get into the playoff, what is the point of having a conference?
There isn't one, but here's the other thing. If your conference championship is decided by a very mediocre Virginia team and an 8-5 squad who, by the way, lost every non-conference game they played, you don't really have much of a conference anyway. I mean, if they had any sense, the ACC should have had an emergency meeting and said, guys, we've got to make it Virginia-Miami. We've got to do that. You can't have Duke here. But they didn't, and now you're stuck with this. And it's just one of those things where they didn't think it all the way through.
I guess not. We are up against our first break here, but don't go anywhere. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. If you got any thoughts on the playoffs, you got any thoughts on the Iron Bowl, you got any thoughts on the head coaching hires, we'll get to all of that if we can tonight. Certainly would love to hear your opinion on those things. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. More to come right after this.
Lake Martin now has a global connection for the best in pre-owned vehicles. The all-new Global Auto Exchange is now open on Cherokee Road in Alex City next to Cazador's Restaurant and is excited to serve Lake Martin with the finest pre-owned car, truck, and SUV selection at the market's most competitive prices and most versatile finance options. Global Auto handpicks all their inventory, and with 4 lots in the region, they have a selection that won't be beat. Whether pre-owned luxury to affordable work truck, Global Auto has the vehicle for you. We reward good credit and can work with Challenge Credit to get you the ride you want. Visit the all-new Global Auto on Cherokee Road, Alex City for the best selection, pricing, and inventory.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Luke here with you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. If you're joining us a little late, we appreciate that. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Great place to get some lunch or dinner in the Alexander City area, downtown right there. Been there about 26 years now. So they are kind of a staple here in this area. Wonderful food, great atmosphere, great place to go and have a meal. If you get a chance, go and check them out one day this week. You'll definitely be glad that you did.
And look, I know there are some people that, I was listening to radio, some people like, I don't see how Alabama did enough beating a losing record Auburn team without a coach, and Notre Dame beat Stanford, who's also got a big-time losing record. I don't see how Alabama did enough to pass them. And I'm like, look, I don't think it's about Alabama passing them this week. They should have already been ahead of them. All the other metrics say put them ahead of them. I think that they sort of screwed up. And I think they realized they screwed up when, I think it was last week when they said, Alabama's just not running the ball well. What the hell does that have to do with anything?
It doesn't really mean much.
So, look.
Now, I would be concerned about Ty Simpson at this point.
You could.
He is definitely, not that should – I don't think that should be factored into whether they're in the playoffs or not. But if I was an Alabama fan, I would be concerned.
Oh, I'm concerned. He's taking a bunch of shots, and so I'm concerned. But you play through it, and he's going to take some shots this weekend. So it's just going to be more of the same. It's the SEC. Everybody takes shots. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm just talking about his play seems to be
evolving. His play is definitely falling off. He had some really nice. Each one of his touchdown passes was really nice, but he was off on a pass to Jeremy Bernard that should have easily been a touchdown, a deep ball, and just missed it. And you can't miss that this coming week against Georgia. You just can't miss those. So,
yeah.
If you want to win, but again, and for those who say, well, I would have kept Alabama behind Notre Dame, let me just tell you this. You keep Alabama behind Notre Dame and then let Alabama slide out because some chaos happens. If I'm Greg Sankey, the first thing I'd do is call up that committee and say, here's the deal. We ain't going to be in your little tournament next year. We're going to do our own tournament. And everybody go, well, fine, just get out of here. Okay, why don't you go just take a look at the most watched teams in college football. There's a big list of them. Guess who's at number 1? Alabama. Guess who's up there close to number 2? Georgia. Guess who? Down the list, LSU, Texas A&M. The college football can't survive without us.
Yeah.
Now, again, I know that's arrogant. Say what you want to. They need us. So if you're Greg Sankey and saying, okay, so if you're saying our championship game is going to hurt us when the ACC championship game didn't hurt SMU last year, yeah, we'll go do our own thing. And I'd be 100% behind it.
All right, so let's look at this college football bracket, what it's going to look like based on some of the scenarios that you pointed out. All right, Ohio State, Indiana. Does it matter who wins that game? Do they both end up 1-2, or does the loser drop out of the top four?
I was talking to somebody about this tonight that, my thinking is this. Let's assume Ohio State wins. They're the favorite by 7 or whatever. Ohio State wins. They're clearly number 1. If you want to assume Georgia wins, fine. Georgia will go to 2 in my eyes, and I don't think there's much debate. Their schedule's better than Indiana.
Yeah, I can see that.
They will have a win over an Alabama team. Whatever. Then number 3, I would, and assuming Texas Tech wins, I would have Texas Tech. Then there could be some debate, but I think you would need to put Indiana at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's do it another way. That if Ohio State wins, because I think it could work either way.
Yeah.
Ohio State, Indiana, 1 or 2.
If Indiana's obviously they're number 1.
Right. Now, if Alabama.
Did I just say that?
I know. If Alabama beats Georgia, my take would be this, and assuming Texas Tech wins, I would probably go Ohio State 1, and then a debate, Texas Tech or Alabama 2 and 3. Pick whatever you want. Alabama will have won the toughest conference in the country. They will have beaten Georgia twice, both times in the state of Georgia. They will have more better wins than anybody else. They'll have the toughest schedule. I think you reward that. Then I think I'd put Indiana at 4. Again, you could make the case even for something like Texas A&M at that spot, but I think they'd stick with Indiana, and the reason is at least Indiana has a win over Oregon. I think Oregon's pretty overrated this year, but at least they have that win. And the best win Texas A&M will have is the Notre Dame win, who may not be in the bracket anymore. So my locations for Alabama are this. I think Alabama finishes either, because you're looking at a bracket right now and it says Alabama 9, Oklahoma 8, so they play each other. That to me has no chance of happening. Because if Alabama wins the SEC, I truly believe they move into bye territory. And if they lose, I think they go back to 10.
Okay.
And so if they go back to 10, they'll play the 7 seed. And I think who was the 7? Ole Miss is 6, right? And
let's just start here and then move outward here. Okay, so let's go with the Georgia scenario. They win. Let's go with Ohio State wins. Let's go to chalk here. All right, Ohio State wins their number 1. Georgia wins their number 2. Number 3, Texas Tech. Number 4,
I think Indiana.
You think Indiana. They don't drop out of the top 4. Right. All right, there you go. 5. Who's right outside looking in?
Well, I need to look at all the
Who did we?
On Twitter, but yeah, I want to see it all, but I'm thinking Texas A&M maybe.
Oregon is 5 right now.
Okay, well then it'd be Oregon.
Okay.
And I like that. I'll tell you, I kind of like that.
The 12 would be either Tulane or North Texas, whoever wins the American. Are we saying that?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. All right. That's now North Texas. Are they ranked? Are they in this thing? I haven't seen the full list of this. Do you have the full rankings?
No, that's what I'm looking for right this minute. So, yeah, I think that. Josh Pate's already come up with the lines if the bracket fell the way it would today, which would be Alabama at Oklahoma. Alabama unbelievably be a 1.5-point favorite. Notre Dame, Texas A&M would be a pick. JMU at Oregon would be an 18.5-point favorite
over
JMU.
Oh,
James Madison. North Texas
don't sleep on James Madison. Now, even though they don't have a coach, but
Tulane,
is he going to coach the?
If it were Tulane, Oregon would be a 24.5-point favorite.
Is Chesney going to coach the playoff?
I don't know about that.
If James Madison wins,
yeah.
I mean, sure. Who cares about UCLA? I mean, it's not like they're a factor. So I mean, what do they care? They're okay with him coaching that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, I don't see why they'd worry about it. I mean, they hadn't played in a postseason in a while.
Yeah.
In a month of Sunday, so I think they'd be okay with it. All right, when we come back, I'll have the bracket up so we can discuss it a little bit more intelligently.
That's probably a good idea.
Which would
be a first on this show. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
With football here, Martin's at Lake Martin is ready with the lake's best place for sports, fun, and entertainment. With your favorite teams on over 20 big screens. And Martin's is now open 7 days a week. Monday, trivia night. Tuesday, open cornhole tournaments. Wednesday, free pool. Thursday, our huge bingo night with food trucks. And every Friday and Saturday, live entertainment with food trucks. Sunday, enjoy NFL ticket with hot dogs and chili. This football season, make the best game plan. Go to Martin's on 34 in Dadeville, where every hour is happy hour.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Luke here with you. Thank you so much for being with us. We're brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by Sunshine Heating and Air. For all your heating and cooling needs, going to be a cold one tonight. So be sure to bundle up, and hopefully your heating unit is in good order. If not, certainly give Sunshine Heating and Air a call tomorrow. They can help you out for sure. They are experts at what they do and quality craftsmanship. So go and check them out. All right, Luke, we're talking about the playoff here. We have the list.
I have the list. All right, so official rankings right now: Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4, Oregon 5, Ole Miss 6, A&M 7, Oklahoma 8, Alabama 9, Notre Dame 10, then BYU and Miami. The interesting thing, of course, is you're not Miami at 12. but still not in a great spot necessarily, because somebody like a North Texas or a Tulane or something like that is going to get in this thing, sadly.
So Oregon's sitting at 5, not going to move. They're not going to play.
I don't think Oregon will move. I guess if Texas Tech lost and if Georgia lost, Oregon could sneak in there. But I also think Alabama would move way up and get in there. I think A&M pretty set at 7. I'd be willing to bet Ole Miss pretty set at 6. So based on this, if Alabama were to lose to Georgia, I think Alabama would go to the 10 and they'd travel to Texas A&M first round of playoffs.
Okay.
Which I don't love just because it's an SEC thing. I mean, but whatever. How are you going to avoid it? You got Georgia, Ole Miss, A&M, Oklahoma, and Alabama in there. How are you going to avoid one?
Yeah. So Duke, Virginia, the winner would be the 11 seed, I'm guessing.
Well, Duke, I don't think Duke would get in.
No, I'm saying, well, let's say Virginia.
Virginia would be the 11.
If Duke, all right, so Duke, let's say Duke wins. What does that do for the 11th?
I think it means that North Texas.
Could you sneak Texas into the playoff?
No. I think they're out.
Okay.
I don't know how. There's just not enough room.
Well, who's the first outside looking in right now?
That's Miami.
Okay, so Miami and Notre Dame get in?
Get out. And then I think if BYU lost, I think BYU would probably be out. And so I think that's where the other two come in.
So you think okay. So if BYU beats Texas Tech, you think both BYU and Texas Tech could get in?
If BYU beats Texas Tech, they're 100% in.
Yeah.
And I think Texas Tech is 100%.
Okay, so
there would only be 2 losses for Texas Tech. They'd have some decent wins.
Well, there would be that would fill that spot then. But if Texas Tech wins, which we think will happen,
yeah.
Which Sataki did not take the Penn State job. Apparently,
nobody else wants it.
I mean, they're the musical chairs. They're the one without a chair right now. They've missed the boat.
The boat so badly, and they fired first. And they just didn't know what they were wanting. They had no direction. You look at Penn State, and how do you let Summerall and Golish and all these other guys that, like Will Stein even, these guys that, like, okay, they may not be super proven, but they got a lot of positives. I'd be willing to take a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't, again, and see, for instance, Golish. Golish went to Ohio State. He lived in Ohio for a while. That's sort of, like, you don't even give him a sniff because you're so busy screwing around with Sataki and putting out Kalen DeBoer rumors. I mean, it's a bad look for them.
Yeah, it is for sure.
And they're recruiting. You know what they're ranked in recruiting right now?
Penn State?
I think 127th.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, and tomorrow's early signing day.
Yes, it is. And good Lord, we got to talk about that too. We got to go back to February. We got to go back to February.
Not going to.
You got to.
I would love to.
You have got to.
Well, you're not going to stop early enrollees, though.
No, well, that's fine. Early enrollees, they're going to be what they're going to be. But you have got to go back to February. No, I know that, but I mean, you got to do away with December signing day. You just got to do away with it, and because you cannot have teams going to the playoff without coaches. This is ridiculous. It's unbelievably stupid. You got to change. I mean, look, you got to have somebody stand up and say, look, you got to have Nick Saban or somebody of that stature stand up and be put in charge and say, look, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to put some common sense back into this thing. And you just, I don't care. You can't say, no, you can't. No, that's what has to happen. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you. However, I think there are a lot of things that need to happen. There was a guy on an NFL station yesterday talking about how, you can fire an NFL coach in the middle of the year or whatever, but you can't, at one NFL team,
can't talk to coaches until after the season.
Can't actively pursue another coach. Now, I guess the way around that is you talk to your agent or whatever, but if you get caught doing that in the NFL, you think you get in some serious trouble. So I would be all for that too. Then you push the signing day back into February, like you said, you're not going to be able to stop early enrollees. That is what it is. But you have one transfer portal window.
Yep.
I hate the idea. I really do. They've put me in the unenviable position to feel sorry for Ole Miss. Like, I don't dislike Ole Miss, and I'm pro SEC, so when they play somebody I'm for Ole Miss, it's not like Auburn to me. You know, I don't openly cheer against Ole Miss. But, like, I'm not going to say I love them either, but, man, Lane Kiffin, somebody said he's the only person who will burn every bridge, including the one he's standing on. and you know, he's going to LSU. And, by the way, LSU, what do you think he's going to do to you? Do you think he's going to come there and find God? He's already thrown out this, all these BS quotes in his press conference and had this letter and blah, blah, blah. And Suntarine Perkins has come out and said, that's not what you said to us in the meeting room. You know, right. He said something completely different. People have been saying, what he was trying to do is recruit some of those Ole Miss players like, hey, you come with me. You know, he sent something out when he was at LSU, and it had the Trinidad and Tobago flag on it for Trinidad Chambliss. And people are like, he's already trying to openly recruit players that are on another team.
Yeah.
The team he was on. So, I mean, that can't be good for the sport. It just can't be. I know Kurt Cignetti took a lot of people from James Madison to Indiana, and somebody said, what about that? Look, okay, if you want to throw that in the same vein, so be it. I think that is also an example of he was able to take some kids and up their value. You know, he takes them from whatever James Madison's in, whatever conference that is.
American, I suppose. Yeah.
That's kind of that's an upgrade. Yeah. You know, but going from Ole Miss to LSU, yeah, historically it's certainly an upgrade. But right this minute, Ole Miss is the better football program. Right this minute. Now, I should say that. A week ago, it was the better football program. Right this minute, with Pete Golding at the helm, is probably not.
Yeah, that's. What else? What else could have Ole Miss done? I mean, but
they did it. They tried everything. Now, a lot of people said, "Well, why y'all could have just stopped all this by letting him coach in the playoffs." Who in their right mind?
Can't you just put Golding as an interim though? I mean, do you have to give him the job?
Somebody said, "Well, you could have just let him finish." I was like, if you walk in and your wife's in bed with another man, you don't say, hey, I'll divorce you in a little bit. I'll let y'all finish up. That's not what you do. You say, get out of my house.
Yeah.
And so that's what Ole Miss did. I think that's what Ole Miss should have done.
I think everybody, again, I mean, everybody's doing what's best for them, which is what you would expect them to do. That's why
who's doing the most for them is Lane Kiffin.
We have put ourselves in this position that you have to do these things with this stupid schedule and the way that everyththing's positioned. So again, it has to change.
It was all a house of cards.
It has to change.
And somebody just took one of those. It's like a Jenga that's gotten too big, and we let the one drunk guy pull out one from the bottom, and the whole thing has come crumbling down.
Yeah. All right, we got to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care opens 7 days a week. Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Luke here with you. Wrapping up the first hour of tonight's program, talking about the playoff bracket. We have determined that now, I mean, is it possible that if Duke were to win, they could jump up in the rankings and get in? I mean, would the committee do that just to throw the ACC a bone?
No, they're 9-5. Honest to God,
I understand they're no good.
I'd rather have JMU or Tulane or whatever than Duke. I mean, I think they got a shot. Tulane beat Duke this year.
So North Texas, Tulane, and Tulane or North Texas, and a James Madison could both get in the playoff.
And you want to talk about? I mean, again. At some point, I think
and both without and all three of them without a coach.
I know. I think that at some point the bigger conferences have to say, you know, we've done this charade long enough. Nobody. And again, if you went to North Texas or Tulane or James Madison, I don't mean this as a shot, but you know it's right. Nobody wants to watch y'all, and if they did, they wouldn't put the games on Tuesday nights, or whenever, or Wednesday mornings, or whenever they play. You know, it's just not the same sport, really. It's like, and you can say, well, James Madison messed around and beat Virginia Tech or whatever. On a one-off, I think they can do it. On a grind, you put James Madison, you give James Madison Alabama's schedule. They got 4 wins tops. Tops.
All right, so the 10-7 matchup right now, Texas A&M is at 7.
Yeah,
and Alabama would fall to 10 if they lost. You think?
That's what I think. But
so that could be a very interesting first-round matchup.
That would be a fun. You know, it'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, but that, I mean, right now as it stands, it'd be Notre Dame A&M, which is a rematch, and it'd be 8-9 would be Alabama Oklahoma, which is a rematch, and you know.
Maybe just switch those up. I mean,
it'd be great to switch them up.
Yeah.
If you did Alabama, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, I mean, okay. I mean, that has some cachet to it.
Yeah, I could get behind that. All right, so that that could be very interesting as we go. All right, let's look at some of these. Again, the coaching carousel that has dominated the talk so often. Luke, I'll let you, and I'll chime in here and give you my thoughts, but. Let's rank these hires, and this is purely speculative. You don't know what this is going to be. We talk about fit all the time, but you don't really know. The guys that are perfect fits for places don't work out, and guys you don't think might be a good fit sometimes do work out. So let's just look at these. Right now, we're looking at. LSU, Auburn, Florida, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Kentucky, Virginia Tech, Michigan State, UCLA, and Oklahoma State. The big, I mean, if you want to consider that's a lot of big time schools there and big time names. Let's just start. Who you want to start at the top or the bottom?
Let's start at the top.
All right. Who is the best hire as far as you're concerned?
I hate to do this. I hate to give it to Lane Kiffin because I do think he can come in and do some good things. But honestly, in my heart of hearts, I'm looking like 5 years down the road. I think Ole Miss could be in the spot. LSU could be in the spot Ole Miss is in now.
Oh, yeah. He'll leave to go to the NFL, and he'll live in America.
Or he'll leave to go to Bama.
Or, yeah, it's true.
Something, or Notre Dame or whatever. I guess you got to do it, though, because here's the deal. I think they're the team that will turn it will become a threat in the playoffs immediately, because it sounds like they're going to get Trinidad Chambliss to transfer over. It sounds like Kejuan Lacey, the star running back at Ole Miss, is a threat to move over there. It wouldn't shock me if they get Jace Matthews, who is the Auburn board or some of the Auburn moderators are saying, look out for LSU here. I mean, he's committed to Auburn, been committed to Auburn for a while, but he loved Ole Miss. He maybe just didn't want to go that route to Ole Miss versus Auburn. But at LSU, where it's kind of wide receiver I could see Jace Matt. I mean, so all of a sudden he's going to have an influx of talent. Say what you want to, he does navigate the portal very, very well. So I guess it's LSU if you're going on who is going to have the most immediate impact. And then the second guy I'll put is a surprise, and I think it's James Franklin. And the main reason I'm saying that is because I've been sort of watching Virginia Tech just flounder in the wilderness. They are recruiting really, really well right now. And they've taken a bunch of Penn State dudes that have followed Franklin. I think they're going to have a chance to turn it around relatively quickly because of the weak conference. And then I think you've got a debate between Golish and Sumrall. I said, I think on this program, I said, man, I can't believe Auburn's not going after Golish. I just feel like what a natural fit. He's sort of a gritty, no-nonsense kind of guy that I think Auburn fans would really like. Plays with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, or coaches with a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And I think, it'd be the offense that Auburn would like. Finally, they end up going that route to everybody's surprise, really. I mean, because I think we all assumed it was going to be Durkin.
Yep. I think Durkin thought it was going to be Durkin. And Durkin's going to stay. And that was announced today. So,
and I'm going to tell you, I know everybody's celebrating that. I just don't know. I mean, because if you're Durkin, how can you not every now and again go, I would have done a little something different? I'm not going to say, I'm with you on that. I said that to begin with. Everybody says, Durkin is like the personality. He's the best guy you'll ever meet. But can a guy like that swallow his pride because he thought he had the job? Maybe. And on paper, this looks like tremendous. Really good offense, really good defense. It don't always work on paper. You got personalities involved, and maybe it could work out great. It could be bad chemistry, and he could be gone next year. Yep. I don't know, but on paper, that's all I can go by, and so. And he's being paid $3 million, so he's getting a little right at half of what Golish is getting, and normally the head coaching gig pays more than that. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I get why people are excited about it, and it probably helps with player retainage. But if it's me, and again, I can't help but as an outsider kind of chuckle because it's like the powers that be. Huh?
Retainage?
Player retainage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
All right.
So, but I can't help but chuckle because I'm like, Auburn can't help themselves. The powers that be can't just say, you come in and coach, bring your people in.
They did not force Durkin on anybody. Golish.
You say that.
No, I know that.
Okay.
I know. Golish.
Let me tell you what it looks like. I mean, you may be right.
Golish came in and said, I don't know why you would not want DJ Durkin.
Of course he did. I mean, he can't go in there and say, they forced me to hire him.
No, I'm just saying that. I don't know why anybody would not want to bring in. I mean, everybody wanted him last year. Ohio State wanted him last year.
You want your guy. I mean, that's what
you don't bring Todd Orlando to Auburn.
What?
You don't bring Todd Orlando to Auburn.
I don't listen.
He's
like a guy who sings
he's off with Dawn somewhere.
12:15 to 12:25.
Okay.
But I don't know who Todd Orlando. I don't know much about him, but. And whoever he is, I think DJ Durkin's clearly a better defensive coordinator.
Yes.
I'm just saying it ain't traditional.
Look, I understand that, but I don't think any. Okay. I'm pretty sure that no restrictions are made, just like none were made on John Sumrall. That's not why he chose Florida. Don't go that route. All right, we got to go to another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Luke here with you. Hour number 2 of the show tonight. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Again, so much to talk about tonight, talk about the playoff bracket and everything in the first half of the show. Looking at some of these rankings, so you think Lane Kiffin is the best hire?
It pains me to say it because I hate the way he did this. But if you're looking at it from who's going to be a contender, like I really think they'll be a contender next year, and I think that's LSU. I mean, I think if they get Trinidad Chambliss, they get some of these wide receivers. They already got good wide receivers. It's LSU. I mean, they already got good players, and now they're just going to get some of Ole Miss's All-Stars. Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty good. And so their schedule's daunting. But I think they can navigate it.
Okay. I'm not even sure we're going out on television right now.
Are we not? Why?
I'm getting a message that they got Brett on the TV, so we may be only going out on Facebook. I don't know.
Why don't we go to break?
Well,
let's go to break.
You want to go to break?
Let's find out what's happening. Well, nobody's watching anyway.
I don't know. I don't know. Should we go to break? We just came back.
Why would I joke about that?
We're already into the segment first.
Nobody's watching. I could be butt naked.
I got a question on Facebook. What's up?
We're on Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. So I couldn't be butt naked.
Yeah. You couldn't be.
I could. It wouldn't be good.
The question is, do you think Cam Coleman and Malcolm will stay at Auburn, or will they transfer?
I hate to even chime in with the Malcolm thing because I'm from here. I pull for him, but I don't know him. Now, Brett and Randy know him really well, so they would have much better insight than I would. However, I did have somebody that is, connected enough to say, yeah, he said, I wouldn't shock me if Malcolm Simmons left. And I was like, really? I said, I know he really likes him. He said, yeah. He said, but in the end, you got Cam Coleman. You're going to have to pay him a boatload now. Because if you can't, everybody else is going to come calling.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to pay him a boatload. You're probably going to keep Eric Singleton. You're trying to keep him out of the draft. And if you keep him, not going in the draft, you got to pay him a lot. And then you've got Perry Thompson. You got Bryce Kane. And you got Malcolm Simmons. And what you probably say is, love Malcolm, but, we can only pay 2 receivers top dollar. And then Malcolm could command more money on the open market.
Well, I think you're going to free up about $2 million with Jackson Arnold.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know necessarily how that all works. I still don't understand all the NIL stuff. So I may be way off. So if anybody's listening to buddies with Malcolm, I'm for Malcolm going wherever Malcolm wants to go and make.
Absolutely. So the last 2 games, he has absolutely shown what an idiot Hugh Freeze is.
Well, it was funny today. I was watching the Auburn Blitz at lunch, and there was a guy that chimed in that said, they were talking about how well Malcolm's done the last couple of games. He said, Malcolm's got more yards in the last 3 games than Ryan Williams has all year. And I kind of bought it for a second. I was like, that sounds right. But then I looked it up. Ryan Williams has like 600-something yards. Malcolm's got, I don't know, maybe 400-something yards. And Malcolm has 25 catches on the year. You talk about not throwing it to Cam Coleman being criminal, which I agree, but not throwing it to Malcolm or Cam Coleman is like a federal offense.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand what in the world Hugh Freeze was doing. I appreciate what Hugh Freeze did, but I just don't understand what he was doing. Because if you were really trying to win ball games and you have Cam Coleman on one side, you got Malcolm on another side, and Eric Singleton in there somewhere, who I know probably didn't live up to some of the expectations, but he's still a really good player. He still has a chance to go first 2 days of the NFL draft. I don't know, man. What are you doing? And so, but again, my story is not to say Malcolm's not good enough to play at Auburn. It's the other way around. Malcolm's good enough to say to Auburn, you should pay me like a 1. And they're going, Auburn might get, again, this is all theory. We pay Cam Coleman higher than a 1. We pay him a 1 plus. We're going to pay Eric Singleton what a 1 should be. We're not necessarily going to pay 3 receivers what a 1 should be because that's not great use of your money.
Yeah.
Because if you got 3 great receivers and you got a great quarterback, but nobody can snap the ball to him, it's a problem.
That is a problem for sure. All right, taking a look at these, finishing out this coaching hire. You like James Franklin. And that makes sense at Virginia Tech. I think he'll do a good job there in the ACC.
I think he's about to make them, I don't know about a contender, but he'll make them really good. Now, when they get in the playoffs, he'll probably, fold like Superman on laundry day, but they'll be there.
Summerall and Golish, that'll be interesting to watch for the next 3 or 4 years. Those 2 teams, Auburn plays next year. They play LSU next year. That should be very.
Already look at all the matchups for next year. For instance, you're right. Auburn, Summerall, and Golish.
Now the fans at Florida don't seem to be pretty happy.
But I think the fans at Florida needed a reality check, just like the fans at Penn State. Fans at Penn State were mad at first, and now they've come around to, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And I, look, as an Alabama fan who's there for the Franchione hiring, I kind of know the way they're feeling. But the Summerall and Florida, Golish, Auburn thing, there is part of me that goes, maybe it'd have been a better fit if those 2 coaches had switched locations. I could see Summerall being at Auburn and Golish being at Florida, and it seems like it's a better fit to a degree. But in another way, I'm thinking, well, maybe they need to not have the best fit. Not Brian Kelly fake accent, not a good fit.
Right.
But just somebody who's not going to take all the junk that Hugh Freeze, it seemed like he must have been pretty soft on a few things. Like he didn't he didn't take command of the wheel, is what it seemed like.
Well, are you kidding me? I think that's exactly right.
So Summerall and Golish, I think, two pretty solid hires. It's going to be interesting to see how it works. I mean, both of them. It's going to be interesting to see how both of them recruit at this level. It's a different animal because now Auburn's a little bit, and Florida both a little bit behind the 8 ball right now because of this ridiculous early signing period, and so a lot of guys have already committed. Or
that's why roster retention
is going to be crucial.
Yeah, for Auburn, because this certainly this signing day is not going to be a banner day for Auburn. What do you think about Will Stein? Did Kentucky kind of sneak into a good hire here?
I think he's the guy that might have the most potential to shoot way up the charts, but I just don't know enough. I mean, he's very young. He's from Louisville originally. I think he went to Louisville. But he's obviously been at Oregon. By the way, Tosh Lupoy now went to California. I think that is a great hire.
Head coach?
Yeah. Now, Lupoy is a tremendous recruiter. I don't think he was such a great defensive coordinator, but he's a tremendous recruiter, very personable guy. I think he's going to do a good job as head coach. The only problem is at California. So how good a job can
They were literally protesting at Arkansas with the hire of Ryan Silverfield. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad hire, to be perfectly honest.
It's the same thing. Like, okay, you're protesting him. Who did you want? Are you going to tell me beyond the shadow of a doubt, that if you had gotten Summerall or Golish, that is a lot better than Silverfield? You don't know that. In fact, I would say Silverfield's probably been in more trenches and played. Memphis has been involved more. And in fact, did they beat South Florida this year? I think they did.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
I mean, again, it's the American or the whatever conference, so we're not really watching it. But I'm just saying, you could put all those three guys in a bucket, and I would say all three programs that hired whoever they did a pretty good job. Now, in 3 years, we'll see who came out on top. But you can't definitively say one is better than the other right now. I think Silverfield's a pretty good hire. I mean, just like I think Golish is a pretty good hire, just like I think Summerall's a good hire. I don't know which one is better. They've all got sort of the same thing going on.
I'm going to tell you who's made the most underrated hire of the whole bunch.
Who's that?
Michigan State.
Who did Michigan State hire for?
Pat Fitzgerald.
Oh, well.
For them. I'm not saying it's going to be a great, but for them, he's going to do a great job.
Could. And at first I was on board, but he's been out of the game a little bit. I just don't.
He's just been out of the game 2 or 3 years. He's going to be fine.
Okay. I mean, the game's changed a lot in 3 years.
Well, it has, but I think for that school, I think he's a perfect fit for that school. All right, we've got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further. When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City. Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SCC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Luke here with you. Only about 45 more minutes left in today's show. 256-234-6221 is our number. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. We would appreciate it. Love to interact with you and talk with you tonight. All right, switch gears a little bit here, Luke. The Super 7 coming up this week. Always look forward to that. You going to be doing any games this year?
Yeah, I do 1A and 2A, so I get to see that Maplesville against Wadley game.
Man, you want to talk about it.
I'm excited because I called it last year, and it was, Maplesville had a problem tackling Jaquez Wilkes, and I think Maplesville is loaded for bear. I'm not predicting a win or anything. I'm just saying I think I called them in the Champions Challenge or Kickoff Classic, whatever we call it now, back in August, and you could just see this team's ready, man. They've been waiting on this. They knew Wadley would be there, and Wadley knew they'd be there.
All right. I'll just give you this: Maplesville averages scoring 47.8 points a game.
I know it.
You know how many they give up?
3.
3.2 points a game. They give up a field goal. That's unbelievable. But let's start at the top. You got the Thompson Warriors and the Opelika Bulldogs at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. This is going to be on the PBS, I guess, APT again this year. So Thompson, look, Thompson's obviously the favorite here. Opelika, though, really a physical team, and going to Duck Sanford and beating Auburn, that was a big deal. They're playing well right now, but we both know Thompson's going to win this thing, right?
Feel pretty good about it. I mean, it would be pretty fitting. They're just a machine. They went to Central Phoenix City and won. I mean, how many people are going to do that?
Not many. I think it's a mental thing with Central Phoenix City right now with Thompson. But
by the way, Tennessee just lost to Syracuse in the ACC SEC Challenge. Virginia Tech beat South Carolina, yet A&M beat Pitt, so it's 2-1 ACC. Alabama and Auburn need to do their part tomorrow.
Yeah. On Thursday, you got at 11 o'clock in the morning, Bayside. This is a great one.
Yeah.
Bayside Academy is 13-1. Mars Hill Bible. The Panthers are 14-0. Both these teams score a lot of points. Both these teams give up nothing. I don't know a whole lot about Bayside Academy, but Mars Hill Bible has been there. They've won it. They don't
mess around.
Machine.
Yeah, they don't mess around. It's like they got the same kids every year.
It's true.
I mean, it's just they just trot out the same group of kids. I mean, they're a cohesive unit. They're a Borg mentality. Everybody's just of one mind.
Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile when it comes to Mars Hill Bible.
You mentioned it, the 1A, Maplesville, the Red Devils, undefeated. Wadley Bulldogs, undefeated. This one at 3 o'clock. This one's going to be fantastic. Wilkes is still on that Wadley team. He is still hard to tackle. He is a monster. But Maplesville they mean business.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be fun. I mean, that's all you can do is just sit back and watch. This one's 3 o'clock on Thursday. That's going to be one of the games of the weekend.
Hopefully so. Viger versus Moody. Viger able to overcome Williamson. That was a tremendous game. They played twice this year. Both of those teams have just unbelievable defenses.
Yeah, Viger's got Chicken Guerrer, who is Jaborius Chicken Guerrer.
Okay.
He's committed to Alabama for next year. He's been a menace. And Viger's just always good anyway. I mean, you look in your bracket, Viger's in my bracket.
Yeah.
But then
Moody ain't bad.
Moody's got some dudes. They had a wide receiver committed to South Florida. Now, it doesn't sound like he's going to end up in Auburn's class, but he was committed to South Florida. So they also have one of the best young quarterbacks in the country. So this Moody team's pretty good.
That is 7 o'clock on Thursday night. On Friday night, you got Jackson versus Anniston. Jackson lost 2 games, one out of that was to a 6A school I think I can't remember who they played, but and they lost to St. Michael's once, but they had a couple of players out. They ended up getting revenge on that. They beat St. Michael last week in the playoffs. Jackson is loaded. They won the state title last year. May have won it 2 years in a row.
I don't remember, but I just know this.
How about Anniston, though? Undefeated.
I still say
playing well.
Trying to tackle E.J. Crowell, trying to slow down Landon Duckworth. I mean, Jackson's just got dudes.
They do. There's no doubt about it. That one at 11 o'clock in the morning on Friday. You got 2A Lynette versus Coosa Christian, coached by
Rush
Probst. This one, I don't know. Lynette, I mean, they beat the mess out of Reeltown, and that's not easy to do.
Lynette's always good.
Yeah. This one at 3 o'clock, we'll see. Coosa Christian, the Conquerors. The Conquerors.
That's their name?
Are 12-2. That's their name. Yeah. I didn't just make it up. What do you? Let's see. Saraland and Clay Chalkville. If that sounds familiar, it should.
Because it's every year.
Yeah, it seems like it. Saraland won this back in 2022-ish. Clay Chalkville won it, I think, 2021 and 2023. They beat Saraland, I believe, in 2023.
Yeah, and that was Jalen Mbakwe against Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
And Saraland has a kid named Deshaun Spencer who just flipped from Duke to Auburn earlier tonight. Clay Chalkville's got people everywhere.
This is true. So that one at
Clay
7.
Beat Thompson, by the way.
Yes, they did. And didn't they beat them twice? Didn't they beat them the year before, too?
Yeah, they beat them 2 years in a row. Yeah.
Unbelievable. So both these teams are undefeated. That's going to be a war, too, because both these teams are really, really talented and good. All right, 7 o'clock on Friday, that one, to wrap things up for the Super 7. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We will take a break, but we'll be right back right after this.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer. L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Alex City and west side of the lake. It's time to celebrate because the all-new Lake Martin Pizza is open with the area's best pizza, and it's just down Highway 63 South in our town. Lake Martin Pizza of Highway 63 has a huge outdoor seating area with enclosed heated comfort, a full bar with cold beer, wine, and full spirit selection with family ownership and fun for the whole family. Dine in or pick up. It's just a short drive to our town and is hands down the area's best pizza. Like us on Facebook to see upcoming live entertainment and watch sports on our 360 wraparound TVs. Rejoice. Lake Martin Pizza on Highway 63 is ready for you.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Luke here with you. About 35 more minutes left in tonight's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Changing gears again, the NFL, going from high school to the NFL. Actually got some really competitive games for Thanksgiving this year. They were actually really good matchups. Packers and the Lions. Packers looked really good. I can't figure the Packers out. One week they look like a Super Bowl team. The next week they look like dogs.
Yeah. The Lions are kind of hard to figure out because they got
that is true
everywhere.
Too. Yeah,
and they should be just kicking butt.
And they did. Well, again, the Cowboys. All of a sudden, the Cowboys are starting to play well. The Chiefs. Are they not going to make the playoffs?
They might. I'm sort of ready for a non-Chiefs play.
Yeah, that would be different for sure. I think everybody's kind of at the end of their rope with them. But all of a sudden, and the Ravens, they lose the quarterback. He's out for a couple of weeks. You think, oh well, they're done. They battle back to first place, and then you just get hammered by the Bengals.
That's crazy.
The Bungles, of all people. At home.
Yeah.
How does that happen, Luke?
I don't know, but I'm happy for Derrick Henry. I think he moved into the top 10 all-time NFL rushing list, which is incredible considering Tennessee didn't use him for the first 2.5 years like a bunch of fools. But, here we are. He's still 30, and he looks like some kind of humanoid from deep space. I still don't understand how have you seen some of his workout routines? He'll put a belt on and he'll have a 45-pound weight on it. And then he's got his feet like on like a rubber strap thing back here that's sort of like it's just rubbery. So, and then his hands, and he does push-ups. There's not one thing that I just said that I could do.
Yeah, that seems a bit excessive.
But he just runs up hills all the time. He's just always running up hills. And that's my least favorite thing to do. If I see a hill, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, a big Kate Bush fan, huh?
Yeah.
What's the Eagles again? A team I cannot figure out.
Well, they lose to the Bears, and I mean the Eagles. I think they only have 4. I think are they 8-4?
I don't know.
But I mean they're pretty solidly in the playoffs. But yeah, you're right. I mean they got some.
They've got issues.
It's funny, and I don't want him to change because he's on my fantasy team. But it seems like when A.J. Brown complains the most, and then they're like, "All right, we'll throw you the ball." Well, I get a lot of fantasy points, but they lose the game.
Yeah.
You know.
Funny how that works. Okay, so anything the rest of this week? Niners beat the Browns. Who cares? The Jaguars are pretty good.
Yeah, they're in first place, I think.
Yeah. The Texans beat the Colts. The Colts started out like gangbusters. They have cooled off pretty good.
Cooled off, and I'd love to see the Texans make a run just for D'Amico Ryans. It's going to be. I mean, the Patriots win last night. Drake May's in the talk for MVP, which is pretty unbelievable. And but the Patriots were the beneficiary of an incredibly easy schedule because, the NFL does it where if you suck one year, we give you the easiest we can for the next year. And so they have certainly taken advantage of that. But, if you're a Patriots fan, you got to feel good that, hey, we're about to do something since Tom Brady left.
Bryce Young and the Panthers actually playing pretty good.
Man, that was a fun
redemption
game.
Story.
That was a fun game with them the other day because you just felt like, okay, every time it felt like the Panthers were going to let it slip away from the Rams, then Bryce Young came back and made some really nice passes. He's starting to come on. And they, that Ted McMillan catches a game-winning pass for a touchdown. I mean, shoot, the Panthers are going to mess around and win that division.
Shocking. Bills beat the Steelers. Are they going to actually get rid of Mike Tomlin, you think?
I don't know. I mean, boy, fun fact, and a lot of people don't know this. Do you know how many coaches the Steelers have had all time?
3.
Yeah. I say a lot of people know it. He knows it immediately. That sucks. Can you name them?
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the list.
That's the list. That's incredible.
It is. I mean, Chuck Noll was there for 20-something years.
How many coaches have the Browns had in the last 10 years?
Auburn's had 3 coaches in the last 5 years.
Well, more than that if you want to count Durkin and Cadillac.
You don't.
The guys who coach games.
That's true, but still, I don't count those guys, really, interim guys. But
Steelers hadn't even had an interim.
I know. Doesn't need one.
Yeah. Might need one after.
That's what happens when you have good leadership. And I don't know, there's something about the Steelers. They're just always going to be good.
Well, that's why if I'm the Steelers, I'm also pretty hesitant about letting Mike Tomlin go. I'm sort of looking at this like, look, if this year does fall completely apart, so be it. We went out there, we got Aaron Rodgers. He was a little banged up. He's certainly not himself. He played pretty poorly against the Bills. Then the receivers, I don't think, helped him out very much. He called them out, which is always a good sign of dysfunction. But, you were just talking about good management. And, that, even though I enjoy watching him play, I'm not sure how many good teams would have gone out and gotten Aaron Rodgers, based on the head casiness.
Well, I mean, he was a really good quarterback at one time.
Yeah, he's a thing.
Bo Nix continues to.
Yeah.
The Broncos, doggone, they've won 10 games.
They've won 10 in a row, I think.
I mean, they're 10-2, right?
Yeah, something crazy.
Jeez.
I'm about to look up some of these standings because, New England, they have the tiebreaker with Buffalo, so they're probably going to.
Love those old Patriot uniforms.
Yeah, those.
Love them.
Did you see them with like the faded blue they had on? Not too terribly. Oh, that was great. That was a good look.
I love the Patriot though on the helmet. You got to go back to that.
Well,
man.
why is everybody so mad at Tomlin? Guess what? Baltimore and Pittsburgh are tied for the lead in that division at 6-6. I mean, okay, you want to be mad at him, but everybody in there is kind of sucking. If you can ride this wave out, you should be all right. Jacksonville and the Colts are tied at 8-4, and then Houston right behind it. So the Tennessee Titans now they're going to get another number 1 pick.
Yeah,
they're bad. Denver 10-2, Chargers 8-4. Then you go down to the NFC and Philadelphia at 8-4. Dallas 6-5-1. They're a game and a half back. Chicago at 9-3 and Green Bay at 8-3-1. That's kind of wild. I mean, in Detroit, 7-5. Wow. Tampa Bay 7-5, and Carolina 7-6, and the Rams 9-3, and Seattle 9-3, and the 49ers 9-4. So that NFC West is going to be fun coming down the stretch. I watched some of that Seattle-Minnesota game, and whoever Minnesota threw out there at quarterback, my God.
Yeah, that was bad.
Holy cow, that was bad. By the way, did you see the kick last night that the guy from the Giants tried to do?
I guess he caught his foot in the turf. Was that it?
I've never seen that before.
It was ugly.
And I think whoever was doing pro football that last night said, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
I mean, he got it caught, and then he was going to try and do it again. It sort of caught again, and then he just said,
he just said, I quit. All right. Old Giants uniforms, the 80s Giants uniforms are the new ones.
I like the new ones better.
I like that bold Giants with the red underline on the helmet.
Yeah, I like
that was great.
I like the new ones better.
Bronco,
I like the old Patriots better.
Old Patriots uniforms have got to be better. Broncos new or old uniforms?
Broncos 100% old.
Oh, yeah. The pale blue helmets and the orange shirt. Great.
The Bronco coming out of
Yeah, great. All right, we got to take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some championship games coming up this week. Don't go anywhere.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. And let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Alex City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SCC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Blitz Live program. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Some championship games. It's championship weekend, Luke. On Friday, December the 5th, you got Kennesaw State and at Jacksonville State. Hey, give Charles Kelly credit, man. He's done a great job there at Jacksonville State. However, Kennesaw State is a 2.5-point favorite in this one.
Give me Jacksonville
and we all know Kennesaw State is.
Give me a Jacksonville State all day.
I mean, why not? This one on the CBS Sports Network.
Penalty for missing it. I mean,
Are you watching this game?
There's no chance. When is it?
It is 6:00 on Friday night.
No, I'll be probably watching Saraland Clay Chalkball.
I probably will as well. May have this one on the computer. I don't know. Also, at the same time, on ESPN, you got Troy at James Madison. I don't know if James Madison's coach is going to be. I guess he is. Probably coaching this game, or is he already?
I have no idea. He's going to UCLA.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good. Everybody believes. Truthfully, everybody's like, that may be the best hire of all.
If I could leave Virginia and go to Pasadena, I'm leaving that day.
Well, yeah, but I mean, people are like, this may be the best hire of all, but the problem is he's going to UCLA, so how will we ever know?
That's true. Well, Big Ten is tough league.
Big Ten gets such a nice, rich tradition there on the West Coast.
This one, all these games are very, very competitive.
Well, we hope they
This one is a 23.5-point line.
What, the Troy game? Wow.
23.5-point line. Yeah, okay. I had the Sun Belt. All right, North Texas is at Tulane, and the Mean Green is a 2.5-point favorite.
Mean Green against Green Wave? I mean, sure, North Texas, why not?
Why not? I think they are better, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, you have no idea.
I don't. I've watched them play once.
Who's the favorite?
North Texas.
So that's why you think they're favorite?
No, that's not why I think. I've watched Tulane play too. Okay. And I don't. Is Tulane? Is he coaching the whole thing? Is he coaching?
I have no idea.
Summerall?
I think it doesn't matter. He'll only be coaching 1 week.
Well, if he wins that game, he'll be in the playoff.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He'll only be coaching 1 week in the playoff.
You don't think he could beat Oregon?
No.
All right, UNLV at that's Dan Mullen at Boise. Boise is a 4-point favorite.
Give me Boise. I mean,
Mountain West here.
Sure, I don't know.
It's on the blue turf.
Not really interested in that, but
this one's 7:00 on Fox.
You could have said Fox Family.
North Texas and Tulane's on ABC. What a weird.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. All right, on Saturday, December the 6th, BYU and Texas Tech. I think this one's like on Ford Field, Detroit maybe or something like that.
It's a Big 12 game, so is it in Ford?
Is it? No, I take it back. It's in Jerry's World.
It's in Jerry's World.
Jerry's World, that's right.
I mean, I'll go with Texas Tech. I just think they're pretty good. And I'm not an agent of chaos. I don't want BYU getting in there gumming up the work. So
yeah,
let's go with Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is a 12.5-point favorite. So people think they're for real, man.
I know they got some people.
They can score. This one's on ABC as well.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, that's a Power 4.
It's at 11:00 in the morning, but it's on ABC.
Power 4 league, man.
All right, Miami of Ohio. You know about this one, though, at Western Michigan.
Shoot.
This one at the MAC. I think this one's the one at Ford Field.
Yeah. Sure. Western
is Miami. A 2.5-point favorite.
Western Miami.
If it was Eastern Michigan, I could.
Yeah.
But
Southern Michigan.
Western, they're a wild card.
Yeah, they're a wild card.
And if it was Miami, Florida, but this is Ohio.
Yeah.
So
Stricky.
Streaky. Yeah, that's true. All right, Indiana and Ohio State. The Staters are a 4.5-point favorite.
God, that's it? I thought he was 7. Yeah, I really think Ohio State's going to handle business here. Now, I mean, look, Indiana has a chance to prove me wrong, but I really think Ohio State's going to handle their business here. Ohio State didn't win the Big 12 the Big 10 last year.
No, they didn't. Great. I got to admit, watching, it was so perfect, the Michigan-Ohio State game. I mean, flurries going on.
It was old school.
It was.
We might have a call. I'm not sure.
Surely not.
Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, Luke, I was wondering, I hadn't seen who Alabama plays in the ACC Challenge tomorrow.
Clemson. And I wish it was somebody else, just not because I don't like Clemson, not because I'm scared of Clemson, because I'm tired of playing Clemson. But it is Clemson.
You know what time?
I do. It's 6 o'clock.
Okay, and how about another question for you? If Alabama happens to lose to Georgia in the conference game this weekend, are they still going to make the playoffs, or are they out?
I believe they are still in. In fact, I believe they're pretty much a lock to be in. They were like minus 1,500 to get in before the rankings.
Right.
And now the line is shot way up. So, I mean, the higher the line, I think somebody said it was minus 8,000. I hadn't seen that myself, but if that is it, I mean, Alabama's a virtual lock to be in. And they should be, because they played the toughest schedule, and you should not be penalized for going to your conference championship game when you're playing another team that's in the top 4 of the playoffs.
That's right. All right, guys, enjoy your show. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right, you say you like Ohio State to make a statement here over Indiana.
Yeah, I kind of do. I mean, and also I think this is an opportunity for Julian Sayin to try and make a dent in the Heisman race. You know, Fernando Mendoza's in there, the quarterback for Indiana. I mean, my vote right now, it was Ty Simpson. He's fallen off. My vote would be Diego Pavia. I mean, that guy has been unbelievable. I would love to see him. Now, see, this is – let me tell y'all something we can all get behind. Wouldn't you rather see Vanderbilt in the playoffs than North Texas or Tulane or Western Michigan or Eastern Michigan or any of them? Wouldn't that be better? Wouldn't that be more fun? Hell, I'd rather see Texas in there.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas has, you know, Steve Sarkisian's been everywhere on every major outlet just pitching a fit, begging to get a shot. They're not getting in. But what he's got a point in a sense. Okay, he's like, we played Ohio State at their place and lost by 7. Yes, we lost to Florida, and we shouldn't have done that. That was on us. We played and beat Vanderbilt. We went on the road and lost to Georgia, and they handled us pretty good. But we also beat your number 3 team in Texas A&M, and there was one other team they beat rather handily, whose name is
Oklahoma. Did you already say that?
They beat Oklahoma?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Texas.
Oh, I was talking about Texas. I'm sorry. I was talking about Texas. Yeah, so I got screwed up there for a second. So they beat Oklahoma, who's in the playoffs. They've got a case. It ain't, you know, but they're not making the championship game, so it's not like they don't have a great case. But it's a case enough where I'd rather see them in there than JMU.
Yeah. I think most people would,
well, and not
except
only
for
that,
James Madison.
If they leave somebody
that
like
legion of James Madison
if they
fans.
leave Alabama out, the first thing I do is, if I'm Alabama, say, no problem. We are canceling everybody that's worth 2 dams on our schedule that we can. And if the SEC doesn't like it, they can stick it. And I think the SEC would change very quickly to, y'all don't have to play another Power 5 conference team anymore. You know, they've got that rule in there.
Yeah.
But if it screws us, I think they'll say, no, we're not doing that anymore. But see, Texas doesn't have a leg to stand on when, if Alabama gets in, there's probably 5 SEC teams in the playoffs. Kind of hard to complain that you get 5 of the 12.
No doubt. All right, we've got to take another break. We'll be back with one final segment on this Tuesday evening, right after this.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Main Street Family Urgent Care.
Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care opens 7 days a week.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back.
Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes.
Happy birthday to us all.
Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of Sports Blitz Live on this Tuesday evening. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. All right, we're looking at championship games this weekend. Duke and Virginia. Virginia is a 3.5-point favorite. This one at 7 o'clock on the ABC network.
ABC, you know, they're like, hey, is there nothing else we can do? Can we get out of this contract? I mean, just awful stuff. And it's just bad. I really want Duke to win so that Danny Cannell cries. That's what I want. Because Danny Cannell loves him some ACC, thinks there's so much SEC bias, and all you got to do is look at one ACC game and go, this is not fun.
I mean, on one hand, I mean, I'm like, I mean, I got to look, Duke, I mean, rise up Manny Diaz. I mean, you know, screw it all up. Go ahead. But, I mean. I
don't want Virginia in there anyway. They're not.
Yeah, so, I mean, who cares? And really, I think if Duke wins and they don't, I don't know if they'll be in ACC next year.
Yeah, that could.
I mean, literally, they might just say, look, let's just break this thing up.
If they did that, and let's say some of them scooted to various conferences, and we got to go through all this scheduling crap again.
Yeah. You talk about another. It just hastens the. Let's just break away and do this thing the right way.
The only teams the SEC would want are Virginia and North Carolina for market share.
Probably so.
You know, I mean, if you wanted to say, well, what about Syracuse?
Welcome, Bill.
Welcome,
Bill Belichick to the SEC.
That's that great SEC matchup between Syracuse and Boston College.
Wow.
By the way, update on the SEC ACC Challenge. Ain't looking good for the home squad. Oklahoma did beat Wake Forest, so that tied it up at 2. Then Duke beat Florida, so 3-2 ACC. Miami's up 10 on Ole Miss. And, well, Missouri and Georgia are handling business, so maybe SEC will do it.
Okay. Georgia and Alabama. Georgia is yet again a 2.5-point favorite, although they're 1-10 versus Alabama. I don't know how that keeps happening, but I guess people keep looking at it and going, they ought to win, but I don't know if they will.
They're due. A couple of things. First of all, I mean, every ounce of me says Georgia wins this game. I mean, Alabama's beat up. they hadn't limped to the finish line necessarily, but you can tell like this season's been a grind on them. Ty Simpson, not 100%. That seems pretty obvious. Jan Miller probably out. Cuevas is probably out. So, there's some key cogs of the wheel. Now, Quay Rousseau's coming back. He played against Auburn. He looked pretty good. But Georgia's starting center is probably out. And one of their running backs may be out. So, there's some reasons for optimism. Alabama's defensive backfield has been playing really well. Gunnar Stockton and Ty Simpson are kind of the same dude. In the end, and also, here's one other thing. Kalen DeBoer, the other time he had a rematch, he said, oh, boy, Washington's going to get kicked this time. Yeah, they snuck up on Oregon that one time. They're going to get kicked in the championship game. Guess what happened?
Same game.
Kalen DeBoer's a good, he's the opposite of James Franklin. Yeah. Kalen DeBoer looks like he'll lose a game or two. He shouldn't. But the games the games where people are like he's 50-50 or favored on the other side, he does pretty well. So I feel like it's going to be close. I'm just being honest. I think Georgia wins it. They are kind of due, but it ain't going to be a shocker if they don't.
No, not at all.
And if they don't, it's going. Boy, just think about how that carryover of this thing. Like it never stops. And of course, Georgia and Alabama play again next year too.
Yeah. You went out to Vegas for the basketball tournament out there. Auburn and Alabama both acquitted themselves pretty well, I thought.
Both went 2-1.
I thought Auburn really needed to win that St. John's game and play well after that beating they took from Michigan. Everybody was like, holy crap, Auburn may be falling apart. And it turns out, no, Michigan may be just that good. But they did beat St. John's. Alabama got to gets beat by Gonzaga, but hammers the other two opponents.
Gonzaga's a good team too.
Yeah,
that game was tight late. Alabama blew it with
and Michigan beat them by 40.
Yeah, Alabama blew it with a couple of bad turnovers late in the game. But LeBaron Philon's still playing really well. I'll tell you, Aiden Holloway is playing his tail off right now. And Alabama's still dealing with some injuries. They're going to be out 3 more guys tomorrow. It just never stops.
Yeah. All right, with the ACC challenge tomorrow, Alabama's got Clemson, Auburn's got NC State. Both of those tomorrow, 6-8-ish, something like that.
6 and 8.
6 and 8, yeah. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. He is Luke. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season. with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to